The knife is 2 inches from my throat when I realize I'm going to die in a parking garage. Tell your husband. The man hisses in broken English. That Park Ji-hoon sends his regards. I can't breathe. Can't think. The concrete pillar digs into my spine, and all I can hear is my own heartbeat thundering in my ears. 3 men. 1 blade. My phone 15 feet away where they knocked it from my hand. This isn't how it's supposed to end. 8 months earlier, the coffee shop smells like burnt beans and broken dreams. I'm on my 3rd double shift this week. My nursing scrub's still damp from the rain, counting tips that won't cover even half of what I need. $12,000. That's what the immigration lawyer said to keep my work visa from expiring. I have 3 weeks. Naomi. My manager weighs me over. Got a customer asking for you specifically. I glance up. The man in the corner booth doesn't belong here. Not in this cramped Itaewon coffee shop where students nurse single drinks for hours. His suit probably costs more than I make in 6 months. Dark hair swept back, sharp jaw, eyes that miss nothing. Korean, maybe 30, with the kind of face that makes you forget how to form words. He's staring right at me. Can I help you? I approach cautiously, notepad ready. Sit down, Miss Thompson. His English is perfect, sole American accent. I have a business proposition. I don't. $50,000. 6-month contract. All legal. He slides a folder across the table. My name is Kong Jae-won. I need a wife. I should walk away. Should laugh in his face. Instead, I open the folder. The number at the bottom makes my vision blur. Why me? My voice comes out hoarse. Because 3 weeks ago, you gave your last $20 to the homeless woman outside the subway station. Then you walked 5 miles home in the rain because you couldn't afford the fare. His expression doesn't change. You're kind. You're honest. And you're desperate enough to say yes, but principled enough to honor a contract. You've been watching me. Very carefully. Something flickers in his dark eyes. I run a security consulting firm. My family is traditional, conservative. They won't approve a major business expansion until I prove stability through marriage. You need money and legal status. I need a wife who won't develop inconvenient attachments. That's the coldest proposal I've ever heard. It's a contract, not a proposal. He leans back. You'll live in my penthouse, attend necessary family functions, learn basic Korean phrases. In return, $50,000, visa sponsorship, and severance pay when the contract ends. No emotional complications. No physical relationship. Purely business. I should say no. Every instinct screams danger. But I'm 3 weeks from deportation, 6 months behind on my student loans, and so tired of fighting alone. If I say yes, I whisper, I want one thing. Respect. You don't control me outside of contract appearances. His jaw tightens. Agreed. I sign the papers before I can change my mind. Month 1, the penthouse is a glass fortress 40 floors above Seoul. Everything is white marble and expensive silence. J1 shows me to my room, bigger than my entire former apartment, then vanishes. I see him maybe twice a week, always in passing. He leaves before dawn, returns after midnight. Sometimes I hear him on the phone, his voice dropping to something cold and lethal that makes me remember this isn't a romantic comedy. This is a business transaction with a man I know nothing about. But there are strange kindnesses. My bathroom fills with products for black hair, Shea Moisture, Cantu, brands I could never afford. The kitchen stocks plantains, jollof spices, foods from home. A new laptop appears on my desk with a note, for your nursing certification courses. I never see him arrange any of it. The first family dinner happens on a Friday. Don't speak unless addressed, J1 says in the car. He's adjusting his cufflinks, not looking at me. My father will test you. Stay calm. I'm not. A child. No, you're my wife. That makes you a piece on his chessboard. Finally, he meets my eyes. Just don't let him make you feel small. The restaurant is exclusive, expensive, intimidating. J1's father waits like a king holding court, silver-haired, sharp-eyed, radiating disapproval. His mother is elegant ice. The questions come rapid-fire in Korean, which J1 translates in clipped tones, until his father switches to English. My son could have married anyone. A doctor, a lawyer, someone from a good family. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. What exactly do you bring to this union? The table goes silent. I feel J1 tense beside me, but before he can speak, I lean forward. Respect, I say quietly. I bring respect for your son's intelligence, his choices, and his right to live his own life. If that's not valuable to you, sir, then we have very different definitions of worth. J1's father's face darkens. The mother gasps. J1 stands. We're leaving. In the car afterward, silence stretches like broken glass. I'm sorry, I finally say. I shouldn't have. Don't apologize. His voice is rough. Ever. You were perfect. He's staring at me like I've rewritten something fundamental in his understanding of the world. That's when I realized this contract might be more dangerous than either of us planned. The threatening texts start 3 months into our arrangement. At first, they're vague. Anonymous numbers warning me to leave Korea, to stay away from J1. I delete them, say nothing. This is temporary. 6 months, then I'm gone. Then they get specific. The nursing school near Gangnam Station. You walk there Tuesdays and Thursdays. Pretty route. Very isolated. I'm staring at the message when J1 comes home early, first time in weeks. He takes one look at my face and crosses the living room in 3 strides. What happened? I show him the phone. Something terrifying shudders across his expression. He makes one call, speaking rapid Korean in a voice that could freeze fire. When he hangs up, his hand is shaking. Pack a bag. You're not going back to that apartment I didn't know you still had. His eyes are black with fury. How long has this been happening? 2 weeks. Jawan, I can handle. No. He grips my shoulders. You don't understand what you're involved in. My security consulting firm. It's the polite name. I run one of the largest private intelligence networks in Seoul. Corporate espionage, political leverage, protection for people who can't trust the police. I have enemies who would love to exploit a weakness. So I'm a weakness now. You're the only thing that scares me. The confession sounds torn from him. Because I've spent 3 months trying not to care about you, and I'm failing spectacularly. My breath catches. J1, I watch you study at the kitchen table. Listen to you sing while cooking. You leave notes thanking the housekeepers in terrible Korean, and you reorganize my books by color, and you smile at me like I'm not someone people cross the street to avoid. His voice drops. You were supposed to be a contract. You became essential. This wasn't the deal. I know. He releases me, steps back. Which is why I'm giving you an out. I'll pay the full amount. Handle your visa through other channels. You can walk away, be safe. Every logical bone in my body says take it. Run. Instead, I close the distance between us. What if I don't want out? Then you need to understand the reality. My enemies are circling. My father's business expansion is actually a merger between intelligence networks, mine and the Park family's. They want me married to Park's daughter. I refused. Used our marriage as justification. So that's why the threats. Park Ji-hoon, the daughter's brother, sees you as the obstacle. Jae-won's jaw tightens. He'll escalate. These people don't make idle threats. Then teach me how to protect myself. Give me security. But don't ask me to leave. Why? The question sounds agonized. Why would you stay in danger for a fake marriage? Because it stopped feeling fake 2 months ago when you left soup outside my door when I had the flu. Because you memorized my coffee order and bought books by my favorite authors, and you look at me like I matter. I cup his face. Because I'm falling in love with you, and I think you're falling too. He kisses me like a man drowning. We barely make it to the couch. Jae-won's hands shake as they frame my face, his lips urgent, desperate. When we finally break apart, foreheads pressed together, he's breathing hard. This is dangerous, he whispers. I know. You could die. I could also live. Really live. With you. I meet his eyes. Let me choose this. Choose us. He holds me like I'm the only solid thing in his world. The next morning, I wake to find him gone, but a note on my pillow. Driver will take you anywhere. Security detail aside. Don't go anywhere alone. Please. The please breaks my heart. I'm grocery shopping in Itaewon that afternoon, security trailing discreetly when I see her. The woman from the subway, the homeless grandmother I gave money to months ago. She's being harassed by 2 men demanding she move from her spot. I don't think. Just react. Leave her alone. I step between them. Mind your business. One snarls in Korean. She is my business. I pull out my phone. Want me to call the police? Or should I call my husband? They look at each other. Laugh. One grabs my wrist. Your husband? You mean Kang Jae-won. Tell him Park Ji-hoon says hello. The world tilts. My security detail moves fast, but not fast enough. Someone hits me from behind. Everything goes dark. I wake in a parking garage, zip-tied to a chair. 3 men, one with a knife. We won't kill you, the leader says. Just hurt you enough that Khan understands the message. He backs out of the merger, or next time, you don't wake up. The knife moves toward my face. Then my phone, on the floor where it fell, starts ringing. J1's name flashing on the screen. The leader picks it up. Answers. Calm J1. We have your wife. Whatever J1 says makes the man's face go white. We were just. It's a warning. We weren't going to. His hand shakes. Yes, sir. Understood. Right away. He hangs up. Cuts my zip ties with trembling hands. We're leaving. Now. This was a mistake. What did he say? I rasped. The man won't meet my eyes. That if there's a single mark on you, he'll dismantle Park's entire operation brick by brick, starting with everyone we love. That he has files on every illegal deal, every bribe, every skeleton. And that he's willing to burn his own empire to ash if it means protecting you. They run. I'm still sitting there, shaking, when J1 arrives. J1 doesn't speak. Just drops to his knees in front of the chair, running his hands over my arms, my face, checking for injuries. His hands are shaking so badly, he can barely function. I'm okay, I whisper. J1, He pulls me into his chest and breaks. I've never seen him cry. Never seen him lose control. But here, in this parking garage, he holds me like I'm the only thing keeping him from falling apart completely. I almost lost you. His voice is destroyed. You didn't. I'm here. They threatened you because of me. Because I was selfish enough to want you close. I pulled back, force him to look at me. Stop. You didn't do this. They did. And you ended it with one phone call. I threatened to destroy everything. My business, my family's reputation, relationships built over decades. I would have done it. His eyes are wild. Do you understand? For you, I would have burned it all down. That's love, J1. That's what choosing someone looks like. He kisses me, soft, reverent, like I'm something sacred. The next morning, J1 calls a meeting. Every major player in Seoul's intelligence community, including Park Ji-hoon and his father. The conference room at his headquarters is packed with powerful, dangerous men. I'm there too, at J1's insistence. Let's clarify something. J1 says in Korean, then English. My wife is not a negotiating chip. She's not leverage. She's untouchable. Yesterday's incident was a mistake I'm willing to forgive once. Park Ji-hoon sneers. You'd throw away the merger for some foreign. J1's fist slams down. Finish that sentence and find out what I'm willing to throw away. The room goes silent. Park's father, older, wiser, raises a hand. Kong SSI, we understand your position. But the families expect. Then the families will be disappointed. J1's voice could cut steel. I'm withdrawing from the merger. I'll build my own expansion. It'll take longer, be harder, but I won't sacrifice her for business convenience. Murmurs ripple through the room. This is business suicide. Political isolation. J1 doesn't flinch. Park Ji-hoon stands. You're making a mistake. Choose her, and you're choosing to be alone. Then I'm alone. J1 takes my hand. Meeting over. In the car afterward, I stare at him. You just destroyed years of work. I protected what matters. Your father will disown you. Probably. He squeezes my hand. Worth it. J1, I can't let you. Naomi. He turns to face me fully. The contract was a lie, I told myself. A way to have you close without admitting I was obsessed from the moment I saw you give away money you desperately needed. I've spent 8 months falling in love with you while pretending it was business. I'm done pretending. Tears blur my vision. What are we going to do? Rebuild. Together. He pulls out a small box. I bought this 2 months ago. Kept chickening out. But after yesterday, after almost losing you, he opens it. A simple gold band with a small diamond. Marry me again. For real. No contract. No timeline. Just us, choosing each other every day. We're already married. That was paperwork. This is a promise. His voice breaks. Please. Choose me. Choose this life. Even though it's complicated and dangerous and my family's a nightmare. I kiss him instead of answering. Kiss him until we're both breathless and laughing and crying. Yes. Always yes. We marry again 6 months later. Small ceremony at a temple garden. Just us and a few trusted friends. My mother flies in from Atlanta, cries the whole time. J1's parents don't attend, but his younger sister does, defying their father. He'll come around, she whispers. J1's never been this happy. Even our father will see that eventually. She's right. 2 years later, at the hospital where I'm working toward my nursing degree, J1's father shows up unannounced. My son chose love over power, he says stiffly. I thought it made him weak. But his business has tripled. His reputation has strengthened. Loyalty, apparently, is more valuable than I understood. He pauses. You made him better. I was wrong to oppose this. It's not a warm apology, but it's something. 5 years later, I run my own clinic in Itaewon, serving immigrants and low-income families. J1's intelligence network has shifted focus. Now he specializes in protecting vulnerable people from exploitation. We've built something neither of us expected, a life that balances his shadows with my light. Any regrets? I ask one morning over coffee, watching Seoul wake up outside our windows. J1 pulls me into his lap. Just one. I wish I'd been honest about loving you from the start. Could have had an extra few months. We have forever now. Forever, he agrees. Plus whatever comes after. Our story becomes legend in Seoul's expat community. The nursing student and the intelligence broker, the contract that became a love story, the woman who walked into danger and found home. I still carry the original contract in my desk drawer. Reminder that sometimes the best things in life start with a desperate choice and a dangerous man offering salvation. We've weathered threats, family opposition, cultural clashes, and the daily challenge of building a life across differences. But we've learned that love isn't about perfect circumstances. It's about choosing each other when everything says you shouldn't. J1 was supposed to be a 6-month arrangement. He became my always. And I became the thing he values above power, reputation, or safety. The woman who saw past the dangerous exterior to the man who just wanted to be chosen for himself. We chose each other. Best decision we ever made.